Even though Breaking Bad ended 10 years ago, there are still a lot of cool tidbits to discover and share with the world. Everyone knows the obvious facts about Breaking Bad, such as Jesse was to be killed in Season 1, and how Walter Jr. loves breakfast. But today, we're gonna dive into 10 facts you didn't know about Breaking Bad, and I can guarantee you didn't know at least 80% of these things. Big but. Before I continue, pretty please hit that like button, subscribe if you want more content like this weekly, and obviously hit the bell so my videos aren't lost because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me anymore. Anyway, let's get into it. From the pilot episode, one would think that everything will be uncovered by now, but there is one thing no one has mentioned as far as I can tell. In the director's commentary over the episode, P.S. I am getting all this information through cast and crew commentaries over the episodes of the show, Vince went on to admit that the moment where Hank takes Walt's beer during that party scene was improvised. In fact, it was Bryan Cranston's idea for that moment to happen. You would think that the actor for Hank would do that on his own, but in reality, it was Bryan's idea. Jumping ahead to Season 5, after Walt, Mike, and Jesse successfully destroy the police station evidence room with their magnet, they talk and drive away from the area. Sometimes, when filming these car scenes, they either have a car on a soundstage, or they have the actors actually drive a car. Now, in this scene, it looks pretty real, but actually it was filmed on a soundstage. The DP, or director of photography of the episode, described the enormous process of accomplishing this realistic effect by having men on the side of the car pushing it back and forth. In addition, they had a few people shine lights in and out of the car to recreate the effect of driving past lights on a street. Also, there is no engine in the car. Anytime they have to bring a car on a soundstage, they have to take out a bunch of car parts before bringing it inside, to make it safe by the state standards. A lot of sets in Breaking Bad are real. There are also a lot of sets in Breaking Bad that are fake. In shows, more times than not, the outside of a house is real, but they never use the inside of the real house. Instead, they go to a studio and make the inside of the house from scratch. For instance, one could visit the Walter White house in New Mexico, but if they had a chance to walk inside, it would look nothing like the inside of the house from the show. That is because the inside of the White House is a set completely built from the ground up. However, most of you already knew that. That's not the fact for number 3. The real fact for number 3 is that Saul Goodman's office was a set too, built with completely movable walls and ceilings. Actually, the Saul Goodman office set was the first set to show a ceiling on camera. As other sets, you never see the actual ceiling. Go back and watch, I'll tell you. Sorry, my sister's texting me. Sticking with the Saul Goodman office, the outside of the office no longer exists. During production, the entire lot was torn down, and the showrunners had to use previous footage for later episodes. Next, some of you might know the popular theory that Walt, when he kills someone, takes on that person's traits. We see Walt kill Crazy 8, and then we see him cut the crust off his sandwich just like Crazy 8 liked it. When Fring, makes himself throw up, he puts a towel underneath his knees. We see Walt later do the same. But this is no longer theory and instead fact. Bryan Cranston confirmed this theory himself during a cast and crew commentary of one of the episodes. Previously, I mentioned how the inside of the White House was completely fake. Well, how did they make it look so real? The production designers had to painstakingly recreate the entranceway of the real White House to make the shots outside and inside seamless. Even as far as going to put fake bushes on the soundstage. When they were filming, they would film outside at the real location. Then, another day or so during the week, they would reshoot that place inside. And when you would cut it up, hopefully, the viewer wouldn't be able to notice. When the Madrigal CEO is walking to the bathroom, he passes by a bunch of different restaurants. One of those restaurants, Burgermatic, is a reference to a movie Vince Gilligan wrote called Home Fries. And by the reviews, it was a pretty good movie. This should come to no surprise, but the inside of Jesse's house was also a set. That is not the fact for number 8, however. What is the fact is Aaron Paul, the actor, would do his performance on the set and would have to exit the house. He would get so caught up in the scene, he would walk through the door and be shocked to be on a soundstage. He went on to say, I didn't expect a fire extinguisher and a window right there. I expected to be outside. Because the set looks so real, he just had no idea what was real and what was fake. For number 9, we have another production design fact. The interior of Mike's house was one of the few practical sets seen in Breaking Bad. In other words, that was the real interior of a real house. This caused a lot of issues when filming because of the lack of space. But the showrunners didn't see the need to spend the money on building the set when they would not have to go back so often. When the audience first saw the underground meth lab from season 3, everyone was taken back by its beauty and by how real it looks. If one were to look at the walls, one might assume that it was real concrete walls. That is not true. Instead, these walls are movable, super lightweight, and are made out of colored styrofoam. I know that was number 10, but I have one more bonus fact for you. The DEA entranceway was also a practical set. It was really an inside of a building, right off Main Street in Albuquerque, I believe. But the inside of that building does not exist anymore. It has since been turned into a casino. Anyway, that's all the facts I can share with you today. For more Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul facts, check out this playlist. I got tons of cool tidbits you can find in there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Comment. Leave a comment if you leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Between me, you, and Lindsay. Have a wonderful day, and peace out.